Welcome you all. Today we will see an example in APT programming. You see, this is a very simple object to understand about the APT programming, being the first programming. So, selecting this kind of shape, geometry shape, is universal and it is very basic and it covers most of commands. It has inclined lines, it has a circle also, so we will come across the tangent options, we will come across intersection options, and we come across the starting point and all these things. So this is a simple example and the best example to make students to understand. So let us see the problem. This is an ATP program for the profiling of the part shown below is to be generated. We have to make a ATP program. So the processing parameters are the feed rate, it is given. Feed rate is given per minute. And the spindle speed is also given here per minute, right? And a coolant can be used, it is given. And a cutter diameter is also given here, right? And the tool home position is also given. So the tool starts from this place, and then now we should try to make the program. So for making this program, see, I've given you here. Yes. So to make this program, first we should define the part geometry. Defining part geometry means we should define what is the point 1, point 2, point 3 and all these things, and we should define what if there is a circle, define that circle and all. So this diagram is given with respect to the coordinate values. It is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Example, if it is 6, the center is at 6 in x direction, and in y direction it is 1. This is the understanding. And it has some radius value. What is the radius value? This is 1 distance, so r is 1 here, okay. And the point starts from here, it may go in this direction or in this direction, whatever. We should find out the coordinate values only. So if you see here, it is exactly 2 in x direction at this place. P is x value is 2 and y value is 4, okay. This is x 2 comma 4, and if it is coming here, it's difficult to find, so we will use the cutter, we will use the circle and tangent method to define this point, okay. So we will see whether coming this direction is easy or this direction is easy. For example, if you are moving the tool from here, we can tell P1 to P2, because P1 is known, P2 is known. When moving from P2 to this place, we do not know, we know P2 and we do not know this point, so we can tell go in this right direction, okay, from P2 or whatever point is this, in this direction, and tangent to a circle. So if you see tangent to a circle, the circle should have been defined before. Before defining the circle, you cannot say go to circle, then machine will ask you where is the circle. So coming this direction is difficult, so we will go in this direction to define it. So if we start from this, okay, and P1 come to this second point will become 6, x is 6, y is 0, and then we can define the circle. C radius is 1, center is 6 comma 1, okay, and then you can go to this point, it is known and it is known. So this is possible. Let's see how to define the geometry and how to give the motion command. It's very simple example. Let's see one by one. So I've given you here directly the program. I've given in different colors. The initial green color one is just for making arrangements. This is a program number. I've given you 00001. This labels the program number, okay. This machine type, which machine we are going to use, that is machines. This is auxiliary command, okay. As we saw before, an auxiliary statement we have not an auxiliary statement, it is in post processor statement. We have a machine and its type of machine. So this is a post processor statement, comes in around in the setup phase. So machine slash mill comma 1, the type of control is 1. So I've given you, selects the target machine and controller type, then cutter comma its diameter, cutter slash 12 means 12 is its diameter, right? So that is the cutter diameter given is 12, so we write cutter diameter. So cutter diameter is auxiliary statement, cutter slash diameter. So the auxiliary statement also comes at the beginning, okay, and it comes at the end also, both post processor statement and auxiliary statement. So after giving this post process statements, after defining the type of machine and cutter diameter, then we define the geometry statements. This rose color ones, everything is about geometry of this given part. Okay, I've given you here geometry statements to specify the pertinent surfaces of the part. Okay, so we have assuming the tool is starting at this place. Okay, this is the point 1, and then this is point 2. So point 2 is given here because it is easy to calculate, and then this becomes point 3, and then this becomes point 4, and again come back here, and the broken ones is called as the tool path. Okay, this circle, small circle which is shown here, this is the radius of the cutter. It's a milling cutter, okay, because the machine which we are using is milling machine, so it's an end mill milling cutter. The name is called end mill, having a diameter of 12 mm. Okay, so it moves like this. So this is the idea. So how to make give the geometry statement? First we should give geometry statement for P1, then for P2, then P3. P3 is the center, not at this intersection point. You should understand what is P3. P3 is the center of circle. It is not at the intersection between the straight line and circle. Okay, so P2, of course, this is the intersection between this circle and this straight line, but P3 is center point. And then P4, it is the intersection of 2 points. One, of course, it's the start point, that's also intersection of 2 points. Let us define them here. Geometry. So PO, PO is starting at this place. PO is starting at this place. Okay, so what is PO? It is given in the program. Tool home position. Tool home position, x is 0, y is -1, z is also 0. So same value we put it here. PO, it is a point slash x0, y -1, z0, means at this place. Okay, x is 0, y is -1. Then P1, P1 is this place. Define this point, means the geometry. This is the geometry, this is the tool path. This is geometry. Small broken lines is the geometry of the part, and the dark broken lines is the tool path. Okay, now we are defining the geometry P1, P2. So P1 is at 0, 0, 0. Okay, point slash 0, 0. P2 is 6, 0, 0. P2, this is P2. This is at a distance of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So P2 is 6, 0. And P3 is again 6, 1, 0. P3 point 6, 1, 0. And P4 is here. This is 2, 4, 0. So P4 is 2, 4, 0. So points are defined. Then we have lines. So how many lines we have? Line 1, line 2, line 3. What is line 1? Line 1 is from point 1 and tangent to or it is from point 1 to point 2. That is also possible, line 1. Okay, or you can say point P1 to tangent to circle 1. Anyway, in any method you can do. Let us see here. So line 1 is a simple, we have taken a simple one. Okay, line slash P1 to P2. That's correct. It's a line from point 1 to point 2. Then line 2. How to define line 2? Line 2 you can define from P4, draw tangent to circle C1. This C1 means circle 1. It is having only one circle, but still we should tell C1. Okay, so from P4, draw a tangent to circle C1. In which direction from P4? From P4 come in right direction to the circle. Okay, this is the idea. So it's a tangent starting from P4 and tangent to C1. That's the idea. So here line 1 it is defined. Then before defining about the circle, we should define what is the circle first. Okay, so first line is defined, then comes circle. So circle means a circle slash C1 circle slash, it should tell the center. Center is P3, radius is how much? What is the radius? 1.0. That is a circle. Circle center, C1 means circle slash center is P3, yes, radius is 1. done. After that, L2, line 2. Line 2 from P1 to tangent to circle, because circle is already defined. Now you can say tangent. Okay, so line 2 is, it is a line from P2, left tangent, tan 2 means tangent to C1. Okay, so the point P4 is in left of this circle where you take tangent. That is the idea. The line L2 is from the point P4, where the point P4 is in the left of to the circle C1, where you are going to have a tangent. That is the meaning. So L2 is nothing but line slash P4 tangent to, P4 in the left of tangent to circle C1. That's it. What is L2? L2 is the line slash P4 to the left of tangent to circle C1. That's it. It is a line, okay, from P4 which is to the left of tangent to circle C1. That is the idea. And then comes line 3. Line 3 is between 2 points, okay, P1 and P4, between P4 and P1. That is a line 3 you define. Finally, plane. We have only one plane. And what is that plane? It is the plane is having P1, P2 and P3. This is a plane P1, P2 and P3. See, P1, P2, P3. You can give P4 also, you can give C1 also. Everything is a plane. Then, so this is how we defined the part geometry. So we defined what is PO, what is P1, what is P2, what is P3, what is C1, what is L2, what is L3, and what is plane also, PL1. After this, we should tell what is the spindle speed, spindle slash 573. This is again post processor command. So after geometry command, it comes post processor command before we go for motion command. Okay, post process means it will prepare. This is like a setup phase again. See, first some setup phase coming. Here we have one post processor, one auxiliary statement. Similarly in setup phase. Then we talk only about the geometry. We define what is points, what is circle, what is a plane and everything, what is lines. After defining the geometry, then we go for again like a setup phase in CNC programming. Spindle start at this RPM, feed rate. This is the cutting phase again. It's a mix, okay, in this program. And this is a coolant on. All this is a coolant slash on. We prepare this. So spindle slash 573 means sets the spindle speed to 573 RPM. Feed rate means it is 120/36. This sets the feed rate to 130 minutes per millimeters per minute. Coolant on turns the coolant on. So this. After this we go for motion commands. We prepare the tool now. Okay, from PO means from this home point, means gives the starting position for the tool. So from this point means the tool will start from the point PO, then go past L3, go past L3. So we are moving tool in this direction. See the direction given here. So we are moving in this way. We can move this direction also. Then your program will change up down based on the path of the tool, based on the direction of the tool. Okay, now we are going in this direction. Okay, let us see as per this direction now. So go past L3 means you are going in this L3, past L3 to plane PL1 to L1. So you will go past L3 means you will pass this L3 and follow the plane, the shape of this plane, and reach this L1 to L1. Okay, that is meaning. To L1 means you may not complete L1, you will come to the end of L1. That is the instruction first. That means in this statement, through this statement, we initialize contouring motion. So we are telling the tool, be ready, you have to move in this style, means this is the in this path. Of course this path looks like a contour, it's a tool contour or tool path, whatever. We are preparing the tool to make it ready, or we are initializing this using this statement. So initialize contouring motion, that is a drive, part and check surface. Drive surface, part surface, check surface. Drive surface is L2 and L3, drive surface is L3, L2 circle L1, all are drive surfaces. Part surface is the plane. Plane is always the part surface because the tool is around the shape of the part. And finally L1 is the last one, that will be a check surface. It will stop here. That's what we write, L2 plane to L1. That's it. Then we go for go up. Now the cutting starts in the red color one. It is called as motion statements to contour the part in a clockwise direction. It is a clockwise direction. Okay, so from here it says go up. This is upward direction, absolutely. Yeah, so go up slash line 3, go up in line 3 past L2. Okay, so you pass this line 3 and be ready with L2. That is the meaning. So go, this is called go up slash L3 comma past L2, means it finishes L3 and it will be ready. So it comes to this point. You see, it is past. This is L2. L2 is from P1 to P4. So you see the broken line. So the tool is crossing and stopping here. That is called past L2. Means it is ready with L2 line. That's the idea. Then again go to the right direction. That is the idea. Go right. It has come go up past L2. Then it should come go right. This is to the right direction. So go right in L2 tangent to circle C1. That is the idea. So it will come in right direction along L2 and it will reach a point where the tool makes tangent to the circle C1. This is the tool end. When the tool end touches the circle, you see here, this is the diameter of cutting tool. The cutting tool is coming like this around the surface L2. Once it touches the circle, once it forms the tangent here, it will stop. That is the idea of this. Go right L2 in L2. Go right in L2 in line 2, comma tangent to C1. Tangent comma C1. So once it gets the tangent line, it will stop. And then again go forward. You cannot say go front, go back and all. You should say go forward because this is a radial direction. In radial direction you should use the command called as go forward, go backward. That is better. So now we use go forward slash C1. Forward where? Along C1. Go forward along C1 comma on P2. On P2. Okay, so go forward along C1 and stop on C2. Stop on the point P2. You see here the tool axis is stopping here. Okay, these are the points. Starts from here, goes to first point, and then it is past L2, and then it comes here to tangent point. Then we say go forward along C1 on point P2. Exactly, it comes on P2. If it is 2 means it will be little before. It will be past P2 means after P2. It says on P2. On P2 means the axis of the tool will be on P2. Okay, that's the meaning. So on P2. Then again go forward to this point. Again go forward in the line. If you use go forward, you should tell is it on this along the circle or along the line. So here go forward along the circle on P2. Here go forward along the line past L3. Means it will reach this place. This is L3. This L3 it will cross. You see it comes here, go forward along the line past L3. Past L3 means the tool is crossing this L3. This is L3 line. If you extend the L3 line, you see the tool has crossed. That is called past. Similarly here also, past L2 means in the first we write here, no? Go up along L3 past L2 means go up along L3 past L2. L2 is this. If you extend this L2 line, this is L2 line. So tool has passed L2. That is the meaning. Past means pass L2. And here also pass L3 means if you extend this L3 line, the cutting tool will pass this L3. That is the meaning of pass. On means exactly it will stop on the point. Okay. So this is the motion commands. So after finishing motion commands, we will tell rapid because cutting is completed. After cutting is completed, there is no more cutting, so tool can move very fast in air, that is rapid travel. In CNC we use the command called G00. Instead of G00, here we write rapid. Rapid means move rapidly once cutting is done. Then finally we say go to PO. PO means its home point, which is already defined. PO is defined here previously. Okay, it will go back to its home point. So returns to the tool home position. Okay, then after that we will tell tool home position, and then we will tell coolant off. In CNC programming we use M09 to coolant off, all these things. Okay, so here we simply write coolant slash off. The slash is important. Finally we say end program, we use the command called fini. Fini means finish. So while writing program, you should use only FINI. That's very important. And similarly, when you're writing feed rate, you should write FEDRAT. That's sorry, you should not write FEEDRATE, means it will not understand. You should write FEDRAT. This is the language machine can understand. So that's all. So finally the end program is finished, and the machine will perform its machining operations. Okay, this is about APT programming. So APT programming is a different type of programming instructions for machining operations. So main thing, APT programming is having a 4 phases. One is geometric statements, other is motion statements, next is post processor statements, next is auxiliary statements. Geometry statements, it defines how the part looks like, and it defines all its points, it defines its lines, it defines its circles, it defines curves, it defines the planes of the given part. And motion statements, it says where to move, how to move. It gives instruction to tool cutting tools, that is go up, go down, go right, go left, go through, go past, go on, go to, like these commands. And then post processor statements, it it does work of both initial phase programs and final phase, end program phase also, like telling the type of machine, telling the spindle speed, and telling coolant on, coolant off. Okay, and cutter diameter and all these things. Similarly with auxiliary statement also, auxiliary statement is having only 2 statements, that is coolant off, or this defining the cutter diameter, and also telling finish program. Finish program means end program. For end program we have a command called fini, FINI. So these 4 phases, 4 statements are very useful in programming using automatically programmed tools. Okay, and that's all about this program. And I will give you some assignments or tests using this language, APT programming language. Thank you all.